Morning. The sun's out, the birds are singing, and it's Sunday, and I'm working as usual. So you might hear the birds outside, you might hear the odd person walking past, you might hear cars, you might hear all sorts of things, but it's too hot in my craft room to not have the window open, so apologies if you hear other noises, but morning. I think it's quite nice to have the window open, a bit of air in here. Bluebirds are here. Hi Rachel, hi Sue, hi Carolyn, hi Wendy. Happy Easter. Don't really do Easter because I don't eat chocolate and I don't do the other stuff either. So I'm always working, whatever holiday it is, Christmas, New Year, bank holidays. Thanks, Kay. Morning, Teresa, you're early. I bet you won't be here at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, will you? Okay, so we just wait for one or two other people to join. We've got quite a few people here at the moment. As you can see, I've got IndigoBlu on my desk. Quick change around because I'm currently prepping for a one-day special later this week as well. Oh, you might be, yeah. If it's the thing is that the birds are waking me up early in the morning, which is really annoying. I think there's more birds out and about because there's less humans out and about. Morning, Eleanor. How are you up there in my favourite city in Scotland? It's your birthday soon. I won't forget. Morning, Anne. Morning, Lorna. I haven't had a cup of tea from you yet, Anne, because I haven't made it to retreat. Maybe I might make the September one. It depends on what state we're in and whether I'm still going to India or not. Right, okay. Hi, Kath. Hi, Sam. Right, we'll make a start then. Yeah, Sarah, I don't eat chocolate. It's one of my migraine triggers, so I don't do chocolate. I don't do cheese, really. A little bit parmesan, that's about it. I can't have caffeine, can't have alcohol, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Hi, Kerry. Another bluebird. Hi, Kay. Morning, Tanya. How are you? How are your pussycats? Mine's fast asleep on my bed, as usual. Right, so let's press on. IndigoBlu, we've got shows tomorrow morning on Hochanda at 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. Now, obviously, I can't be there because the wonderful Hochanda bosses are looking after everybody fantastically, so we've been told to stay at home and not go to the studios. Obviously, the presenters that are there, they're working in different shifts, they're staying, the 6 foot apart, and they've got a skeleton staff in the rest of the building too. So, we can only applaud the bosses at Hochanda for looking after us so well. It's a little bit frustrating because we have to record the demonstrations at home. So there are, I've done 4 full card demonstrations for the shows tomorrow, and there's a couple of techniques demos as well. There will be some demos from me, but how many they actually get through, I don't know. So I have actually prepared this one just specifically for Facebook Live, and we'll have a play tomorrow with whatever I make up. Right, so because of the situation, there are no new stamps from IndigoBlu at the minute because the manufacturers of the stamp plates are shut for the lockdown. But that's great because for me, the 3 stamp sets that we've actually got on the show are brand new to me, and if they're brand new to me, I imagine they're going to be brand new to a lot of people. So this is one of them. There's 3 A5 sets, and as you'd expect from IndigoBlu, they are red rubber, deeply etched, and all cut out, ready for you to go. And all yours will come, or should come, on a laminate sheet as well. This is the first one, which is Wild Meadow, and I'm going to be using this one for the demo this morning. Beautiful, and it kind of sings out to me, gilding flakes. So we're going to be playing with those right now. So that's the first set. Don't know where to put it, but this one is stunning too. This is your Nottingham lace. Now, my dad, when he was alive, started work as, you might not want to know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. He started work as a salesman, and he used to go around all the factories in Nottingham buying curtain nets and lace. And so this is kind of a bit for me, I suppose, because of my dad. Obviously, Kay didn't know that. But 2 intricate, beautiful borders here. That's a really useful stamp, really useful. Use that one lots. You've also got a border here which you can make a circle out of, and I know Carolyn's done that in a how-to on the IndigoBlu page. And then you've got this beautiful etched tulip, just stunning tulip. So that's going to be useful all of the time. That's the Nottingham lace. And then this one, mine didn't come on a laminate and I had to cut it out. But anyway, I did. And this is Live, Laugh, Love, which is uber useful. And we'll probably use this one in the Facebook Live tomorrow. And I have done a couple of demos with this one. It's got another border on it too. Lots of flowers, butterflies, dragonflies, a birdie. Really great set to have, that one. So I'm going to put the last 2 aside because I'm not using those. Because I've recorded some demonstrations, I've actually got some spare samples that I didn't send in. So I'll just show you these. This one's on my blog today. Julia Watts Crafts blog, WordPress. Just Google Julia Watts and you'll find me all over the place. So this one's all described in my blog today, using mainly the Live, Laugh, Love stamp set, and the Best Wishes is just around the edges, just very faintly second generation stamping. This is quite a cool thing to do, to scribble around your sentiments, so I encourage you to do that in your journaling and whatever. Then this is another demo that I've done, and this has got a resist background, so just stamped in the background. Then I think I've used, what have I used? I've used the clear embossing powder on this. So it's a Pink Frog white smooth card that's on the show, and coloured in with the Luscious. So you've got lots of shimmer going on with that one. Then this one was a bit of a, I can't say it. The phrase that comes to mind is it didn't really, well, I can't say it. Anyway, it didn't really work very well because my stamp's a bit wonky, but I have given you a tip on how to get that straight. So the one that's gone into the studio is straight, but this was a happy accident, this particular demonstration, which I quite like, and that will be blogged tomorrow, so I won't tell you more about it. Just have a look at my blog tomorrow. So those are the 3 samples that I've still got that kind of didn't meet the I suppose the finish that I wanted. So we're going to use the Wild Meadow set, and I'm going to work on black card. Black card makes everything pop. Morning, Grace. So we're going to use black card, and we're going to use the border first, and we're going to use the flake and glitter glue, which I've just covered up. So you get the standard kit that we normally have is you've got the flitter glue, you get a spatula. Yours is slightly different to mine because I can't put my hand on mine. You also get a scoochie and some fat foam. And you also get your choice this time of either the Chariots of Fire flake, which I'm going to use, and then there's the Sheffield Steel. So you either got the silver or the gold. So that's your flitter glue kit that you can get. So we're going to prepare our fat foam with the flitter glue. And we're just going to put some onto the... This is a new piece of fat foam. Ooh. Stand up. You see my desk. You can't see the rest of my desk, thankfully. It's quite a tip. My whole room's a tip. Got too much stuff and nowhere to put it. And that's probably too much now. So we're just preparing it, making ourselves a faux ink pad, if you like. And it does, when first time you use it, it does sink into the fat foam quite a bit. I'm just going to wipe that spatula before it becomes sticky. Now the flitter glue will stay tacky, so you do need to make sure that you clean things. And we're just going to do some light tapping over our stamp. You can see the flitter glue. I'm getting the edges a bit, so I hope I don't get the edges when I stamp. It's quite a fine detail stamp, this one. I hope I'm getting it all. Tap, 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 tap. Right, I think I'm going to put some more on because I'm not actually very confident that I've actually got enough on there. That's better. It is a bit trial and error, this technique, so don't do it on, you know, a piece that you've only got one of. Practice first. That's better. Getting more out of it now. You don't want too much. That's why it's trial and error, because otherwise you'll lose the definition of the stamp and it'll also slide a bit. So let's see how we get on. Let's see, about there. 1, 2, 3. I always forget. Up. It's there. Can you see it just? Now this stamp now, if you wanted to keep on doing stamps, so you put that to one side and you can do loads of them, and while you're re-inking, then you're absolutely fine. But as soon as you finish, you want to pop that in some water or clean it, one or the other. So I can see where that is just about, and I'm going to grab another stamp from the set. I'm going to grab the butterfly. No, I'm not. I'm going to do the sentiment first so I know where I'm going at with this. Now, this may or may not end up straight. This one, you can see that the flower is just a little bit lower than the words. So if you pop it on your block, this one's a grid block from Tim Holtz that I've had for years. So hopefully that's going to help me line it up. And once again, I'm going to ink it with the glitter glue. And I haven't had to reapply any because it's a new piece of foam. And we're going to pop that. If my grid block will help me get it straight, just to that side. 1, 2, 3, and up. You hear it catch as you take it off. If you leave it longer, what it's going to do is it's going to tear your card, and your card will end up on your stamp, and then you've got a whole cleaning mess to deal with. That's going to go on there like that. So I'm going to pick it up onto my block there like that, so I get it the right way. Got a bit of glitter there. Goodness knows where the glitter's been. Haven't used the glitter for a few days, but I've got glitter on there. It's all going to add to the card. It's probably a bit of Mr. Martin's glitter. So that's going to go here. 1, 2, 3. Pull. And all of those stamps are now in water. So they're fine. They're going to clean off absolutely fine. In fact, I find sticking them in water is the best way of cleaning them rather than going to clean them straight away. I'm also going to pop this fat foam in my water to see if I can actually keep that nice and fresh. I normally let them just dry and in the air, and then I've got a piece that's just permanently sticky, and then I just add more glitter glue to it. But I find they stamp better if you're stamping on a new piece. So, I've not done that before, but we're going to just pop that in my water as well. Now we're going to go for our flitter glue. Not flitter glue, we're going to go for our flakes. That's what we're going for. But I'm going to just cover up my keyboard. You can't see me doing this, because I don't want flakes in my keyboard. Morning, Helen. No. No, you're trouble. I'm not trouble. You're trouble. You're more trouble than most, Helen. Right, so we're actually going to put, I think it was Kay that suggested this to me. we're going to put a mix of gilding flakes and luscious on here. And we're going to use, the first one we're going to use is verdigris. Verdigris is really, really cool. Love this one. This one is, well, you'll see in a minute. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. You'll see it. I'm just going to add some little bits to my foliage. Oh, people outside. They're having far too much fun, whoever they are. They're giggling away. And I'm just going to move that around a little bit. Can you see it's kind of green? It goes on brown, but it's green. So that's perfect for my foliage. Just move it around a little bit. Okay, that's that bit. Then we're going to add some to our butterfly. And for this one, I think we're going to go for, that's this one. This is fuchsia blue, which should indicate what it's going to do. Because remember, if it's got interference powder in it, it's going to look different in black and white card. So let's pop a little bit of the fuchsia blue on. Just using a little soft brush. I'm just about to see my butterfly, so I'm going to have a little bit going there and a little bit going there. I'm not going to move it any further than that because I want to add some other colours. And if you're using a soft brush for your powders, don't actually ever wash them because you want them to stay nice and soft. And let's go for Cheeky Peach. And we'll add some of those to the outside of the butterfly wings. Oh, and a little bit down there as well. And they all become apparent. Now I can work those together. A little bit more over there. See, once something's bound to the flitter glue, then nothing else can get through. A little bit more there. Okay. And then on the remainder, we're going to add our flake. So we've got our sentiment, we've got the body of the butterfly. But no, let's change it. Let's do gold. Change my mind, because you can change your mind. A bit of gold in the centre rather than the flake. Let's have this because we get more definition, I think. A bit too much there. Get rid of that. It's everywhere now. Right, okay. So now we're going to go on our flake. We need our scoochie. Don't breathe, don't sneeze, don't laugh, don't do anything around flakes. Just going to grab a little bit and then just rub it. Oh, stuck to it. Rub it over the surface a little bit. And we know that we've got a sentiment here that we need to expose. That'll probably be enough. Let's just put the lid on just in case and see. Then you use your scoochie. And you get all that detail coming through. It's incredible, absolutely incredible that you get the detail. And then on our foliage, don't worry about your luscious powder. You're not going to rub your luscious powder off. I need a bit more on there. That's not bad stamping, even if I say so myself. Let's just try and get rid of some of that. With my soft brush. See, soft brush is essential. Need another scooch there. There we go. You see that? Yeah, Rachel, I'm sure it was Kay that suggested it to me, because I did it with the, you know, the vintage flowers that we had, you know, the dogwood rose and the carnation and all those. Look, it's everywhere, isn't it? This is the only thing I don't like about flake, is that it's everywhere, everywhere. But it's really pretty, isn't it? Right, so just to finish this off, I've got a sponge here, just a kitchen sponge, and I'm going to take some of the verdigris and pop a little onto my craft sheet. Where's my tool? There's my tool. No, don't do that first, Julia. Let's have a little bit of water first. Because don't put luscious down and then spritz with water, because the luscious is going to go everywhere. Just going to put a little bit of the verdigris on there, or a lot of the verdigris on there. I can't do anything in little. And then we're going to take our sponge and we're going to mix it. And then we're going to use this just to edge the card. Can you see that green coming out there? So this is instead of inking around the edges with an ink, which unless you're using an oxide you won't see anyway on black card. But it's going to have a shimmer on it as opposed to the dullness that you'd get from an oxide. And it just kind of draws the colour in and finishes it off nicely. And I like the fact that it's a little bit distressed around the edges. So, and then you can leave that on your sponge and just regenerate it whenever you're ready. So all I would do is then mount that onto a piece of gold card. And that would be it. What do you think, guys? It is a bit like glitter, Anne. Yeah, it does go everywhere. Yes, flake would also look good around the edges. Absolutely. I just like I love the fact that you've got the interference luscious powders. You know, you've got that's your fuchsia blue. That's kind of a purpley colour there. Then you obviously the cheeky peach is just a little bit lighter, and the verdigris, which looks brown. I mean that's that. I mean, it's just the science of it is just incredible, isn't it? Perfect pearls. Yeah, you can use perfect pearls in the same way. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Grace. So that's all I wanted to show you today. So the shows, like I say, are tomorrow at 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. and I will be back here on Facebook Live at 9 a.m. with we'll just be playing. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but we're just going to play. So hopefully you can join me tomorrow. Just a little reminder, over on my website juliawattscrafts.co.uk there is currently 10% off absolutely everything while we're all staying at home. Just enter in the discount code box at checkout in capital letters, all one word, stay at home, and you'll get your discount. I'm only going out 2 or 3 times a week, so it is actually taking a little bit longer to get the stuff to you, but it will be sent out. So thanks for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, and don't forget to watch the shows. Thanks. Bye.